Do I have a video on how to make matcha lattes? You bet! Before we make lattes, there are two options. One is the whisk and one is a frother. Now you might be wondering what the hell is the difference? The difference is so subtle that if you're a beginner and you're completely new to matcha, it doesn't matter which one you're actually using because you won't be able to tell anyways. So I'm gonna go with a frother. It's the simplest, straightforward way. What really matters is the matcha you're using. To make sure your matcha lattes are smooth without any clumps, to taste the best, you're gonna need a sieve. And no, stainless steel does not ruin matcha. It's food safe for a reason. It's neutral. It doesn't react or make things worse. It's a fucking cooking utensil. The next question naturally is going to be how much powder, how much water, how much milk. We're gonna measure everything out so you know exactly what I'm gonna use. Personally, for a strong matcha latte, I like to use about 4 grams of matcha powder. 1 scoop is about 1.5. All right, 4.2. As I'm sifting a matcha, I'm gently pushing the powder, not going too aggressive. Just let gravity do its thing. There's a little bit of residue usually on the bamboo scoop. Just gonna get that as well. To make sure the matcha latte is sweet enough, I'm gonna use about 4 grams of natural brown sugar. You can use maple, you can use stevia, you can use simple syrup. Whatever you want is personal preference. It doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what guys? I might do 10. Yep, that's good enough for me. For the water, I like to have my temperature at around 90 degrees Celsius because when I pour it into the matcha cup, it will actually cool down to about 80 straight away. For a balanced matcha latte, I like to use 100 grams of water to about 100 grams of milk, which is basically 1-to-1 ratio. We're gonna spin it for about 30 seconds until a light layer of foam appears or when it looks very frothy. This is the layer of foam that we expect to have from a good quality matcha. For the ice, I'm going to be using roughly 100 grams. For the most aesthetic matcha pouring shot, we're going to use a spoon to slow down the milk from dripping everywhere. Remember, we said 100 grams before, and that's how much I'll be using. 98, 100. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.